Hello and welcome to the Missing Live Stream. We are broadcasting live tonight from inside our RV. We had some back feed. I'm broadcasting on my laptop. I do not have any mics or lights. You can see the glare on my. What's your problem? What are you doing?
I'm trying to see you good.
You won't. Anyway, you can
You're
see
looking straight up your nose.
Well, my nose is a big nose. You got plenty of room for it. You got she got me off base there for a minute. We are broadcasting from our RV in Tennessee. So if we lose you, it's the internet. It's not my fault. Okay.
Oh, you sound like, never mind.
Okay. It's not my fault. So it's a song by Trace Atkins. It's not my fault.
We know a group that's always saying it's not my fault.
So anyway, we do welcome you into our humble abode. This is going to be our home for a long time. That's all I can say till we get tired of it and they throw us out.
No beach bum. We're not on the road already.
No, we still have our house.
I'm up here at my dad's farm.
We're up at his farm and we got a place with power and everything. We're going to sell our house and sell a lot of our possessions. We're not going to plan on having any storage. I hope good to see everybody tonight. We are here, like I said, in Tennessee. The heated floors are going. The electric fireplace is going. We're very, very happy that we're in the RV tonight. We're still getting used to it, and we have a sleep number bed.
Show them the fireplace.
If I pick this up, I show them the fireplace.
Can you show them the fireplace? Hold on.
Wait a minute. Let me get my head out of the way.
You old big head thing.
I don't know if you can see that, but that's our fireplace and our TV. But we're going to do a tour of the RV some night. We'll do a tour of it. And I know we'll have a good tour of it on our other channel, the 1 Million Mile Road Trip. And I know I told y'all about this, and if you would, I would really appreciate if you go over and subscribe to our other channel. And this is it right here. This is the content page. We have a bunch more videos on there than what you're looking at. We got 406 subscribers so far. Would love to have all of y'all come over and subscribe. I know a lot of you already have, but bigger the better, and we hope to also, once we get going, have more videos. Yes?
Okay, I'm not going to type as much tonight because I'm on my iPad, and so when I type, I lose the ability to read what y'all are saying. So I will just answer y'all. Sorry. But
my back's killing me tonight for some reason.
Anyway, hello to everybody who's saying hello to us.
We'd like to address a few missing people right off the bat, and then we'll talk all y'all want to, talk about anything you want to. First, of course, we want to always remember that Suzanne Morphew is still missing. The case is still out there. It is by far one of the most important cases we look at. I was looking at Nameless today, and I ran across her name again. So we want to continue to make it aware that we are still bringing that case to light, and we expect something would maybe happen in the next 6 months. Hopefully it's a lot sooner than that. We also want to remember these two young babies. They are still missing. It's 6 weeks. I think I read today that this is still happening. No new evidence, no new updates that I could find anywhere on the web. Somebody may have something they want to bring up to my attention, but so far I haven't read anything new. This is a case I wanted to bring up. This is a girl here. She's from Nebraska, but she disappeared in Hawaii. And this is a little bit about her. Let me see here. Claire Manley, a Nebraska native. She was going to UNL, I guess that's University of Nebraska in Lincoln. Graduate has been missing from her home in Hawaii since Monday afternoon. And of course, this is not this last Monday. I'm I'll show you a little bit of article on it, tell you the date in a few minutes. This girl says, as long as I've known her, she's been a very passionate person, very good connecting with people, and she always pours out everything she has to the people and her interests. And they said she was last seen walking down the beach with a pair of fins in her hand. So, there's that, we don't know what happened. Really, she might have got out in the surf and drowned. And I wish I had copied. I just hadn't copied the date for some reason. I think this is 2020. I want to say this was in early part of 2020 when she disappeared. But this little article, the girl says she's a native, just like I read. As long as I've known her, very passionate person. Describes Claire as smart and adventurous. Growing up together, this girl grew up with her in Lincoln, practically like sisters. Said that also that she'd been struggling in Hawaii and she was thinking about moving back to the mainland, and that she was had planned out a whole road trip that summer when she disappeared. So they're thinking, her parents are thinking she met the wrong person. This is the main one that was on our thumbnail. This is a missing teen, 19 years old at this time, Tyarra Williams. The mother says basically she is not giving up on finding her. She's a very beautiful girl. She's very beautiful. The last time anybody who had in her family say that she'd seen her is January the 9th, and that was this past year, I believe. Let me see. I'll go down to the poster real quick. No, she's been missing since 2016. I apologize for that. Her date of birth is June 18 of 96. She's 19 years old when she disappeared. Last seen on 1/7/2016 in Stony Brook Apartments, Webster area, wearing a black North Face jacket, pink shirt, blue Levi's, and blue knit cap. And they give a Greensboro police department as their contact. It says here, last time anybody saw her was January the 7th. And the teen, right, 2016, when the teen was walking with her younger brother and boyfriend in the parking lot of an apartment complex in Greensboro, North Carolina, where they all lived. They had just finished I can't talk tonight. They'd just finished taking down the family's Christmas tree. Tyarra was saying to her grandmother at the time, just across from the building. She was staying with the grandmother at the time, just across the building where her mother and brother live. She told them that she was going for a walk to see a friend and would be back in an hour. And this is Danielle is describing that. She did see that friend and then headed back to the complex, but whatever happened after that, they have no idea. So obviously she went to see the friend. The friend said, "Hey, I saw her," but she headed back into the complex and disappeared. Now, I don't know. I would be questioning the friend, so-called friend, to see if there was maybe an argument or something developed. The Greensboro Police Department said that Tyarra's disappearing under strange and suspicious circumstances, but officials say they cannot release much information as it may interfere with the ongoing investigation. That's the problem right there. Nobody knows anything because they can't release it. The teen's cell phone either was turned off or died the same day that she vanished. All calls go directly to voicemail. And then I read somewhere where the voicemail was also full. Well, that makes sense because, everybody's calling trying to find out. Danielle, which is a friend, say detectives have told her that they have narrowed their search to a few specific theories and people who may know more than they are saying. Well, that's probably so. I think they believe that she could be home, she would be. If she could be home, she would be. And that I don't believe she ran away. If that's the case, I mean there's often. I mean, why go see a friend? Unless I hope they polygraph that friend. That's the thing. Thousands have taken to the cause of finding Tyarra, sharing their image on social media and offering conduct searches around Greensboro. The Facebook page Help Find Tyarra, and I can't pronounce that middle name, Williams, has gathered more than 8,000 likes with posts daily. The page started shortly after Tyarra's disappearance.
I have reached out to her mother to see if her mother would like to come on and talk to us.
Yeah.
So y'all pray that she would.
Close friend. It's run by a close friend. Prayers and well wishes have come in from all as far away as China. The search efforts have not let up despite weeks that have passed, and this now is years that have passed. Fairway Outdoor Advertising donated 18 billboards across the Triad area showing Tyarra's face and information. On Monday, a team of tracking dogs coordinated with the Greensboro Police Department to search surrounding complex, but apparently nothing has came up. And you wonder if while she was walking back to the apartment that this would happen. So, I would like to know what she talked about with that friend. And also if they pulled her cell phone data and who calls she made and various things like that. It's odd that her cell phone has just disappeared off the map, That picture too, of course, doesn't look like she has much makeup on, but this one, it actually looks a little different. Maybe like this might have been a school dance or something. But anybody got any ideas or thoughts?
It's all happening. Says I'm having buffering problems.
Yeah, I'm afraid that tonight's going to have to end kind of quick. Reason why we are not, our nearest internet for us that we're using is on a hotspot, and I don't have.
But is it us buffering or is it hers?
I don't know, because one of the problems we have with this internet is in this coach itself. We are going my wife doesn't
want. Says it's not buffering. So
okay.
It must be just.
Must be our internet, maybe.
No, it must be. It's all happenings. Maybe something's going on. Are there storms up there? It's all happening. But by the way, thank you to all of our mods, and we've got to get Denise back. Thanks, AK.
Yes, thanks, AK. We really appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Zell's daughter's on.
Yes, we need to try to. Do you have a contact information for them?
If you do, send it to us.
We really do appreciate that, AK. We really do. Yeah, where is Denise?
Denise has been working a lot of overtime, and so I will reach out to her again this week and see if she's still working.
Anna, I don't know if the friend was a male or female.
That would be why we could ask her mother to.
Yeah.
If questions she was, we could ask her.
Right, absolutely. But what we're going to do with this, so we can have live feeds in here, we're putting a wee boost on the roof, but my wife won't let me drill a hole through the roof to run the wire down. So she's requiring me to get somebody that's done it before and run the wires down. I'm probably going to do it at the same time we do. If I can find somebody to do my solar, I'm having a tough time.
Guys, you wouldn't want your husband's drilling a hole in your home, in the roof of your home, would you? Lori said, do you think if the police release more information, they'd get more tips?
Maybe. I don't know.
Thank you, Venus.
Thanks, AK. I appreciate that. If you could do that, that'd be great.
Yes.
For sure. I'm just wondering if anybody, AK, do you know anything about the new DA? If they've made any effort to look into that Morphew case? If you know, I think we're still early in the month, though. It's going to take a month or two for her to get her feet wet.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Suzanne's out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's probably not a good outcome.
Hey, Melinda.
Hey, Melinda, we are in our RV broadcasting tonight in Tennessee, so our internet's not the greatest in the world.
I think it's fine, and you've got halos over you.
I do have halos. That's the type of person I am.
I think there's some horns coming up over there. Y'all see them horns behind him?
This is lights here. Yeah, you don't want to go there. You could tell that story now. Tell you what, if you start to tell your mole story, I'll tell that story. I will. I will. That would be a good one to tell.
That would not be a good one to tell. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, if you tell that, I'll tell that. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there you go.
AK says 100% sure that the heat has been turned up on these people investigating Suzanne's case.
I hope so. It's long overdue.
Yes, it is.
It is long overdue. We start out every program with her picture saying that we're never going to forget, and that
the Doe Patrol.
Huh?
I was reading somebody's. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Somebody will send me an ugly email.
Hello.
No, Halo.
Halo is my dog's name. Wow, that's a good one. We had
11.
Wow, we had actually some canines that were called Kilo.
Beauty for ashes. They're not halos coming down around him. That's lightning striking.
These lights, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to get at least one of our soft lights in here. The lights behind us are causing this. And I tried to turn them off, but for whatever reason, it didn't have enough light at all.
I missed something that I haven't heard from authorities or civilians. I think that they were talking about, Melinda, that it's going to take the DA a little bit of time to get on her feet and get, to get out there to start putting some pressure on the Suzanne case.
But that they may be a little bit, some things may be moving around, AK said.
It would be good, wouldn't it?
It would be good. It's 10 degrees where it's happening. It's all happening.
10 degrees. Oh, Sydney, Australia's on here.
Sydney, Australia?
Mm-hmm. I said hello to him.
It just took us a little bit. We discussed really a little bit, almost 20 minutes, because I was trying to get everything in because we have our internet is not the greatest in the world, and we are just taking it from. I figured I was going to lose y'all, but
did anyone ever check the volcano place in Denver?
The volcano place?
Is there a volcano in Denver?
I don't know about that. Volcano place.
I didn't know there was a volcano place in it.
AK, send me something too if you got any information on that. I would like to know just what's going on.
Everybody wants to know who moved, AK.
Who moved?
AK said somebody moved. The case of Suzanne has been moving forward.
Yeah, okay. I was looking back through the videos today on Suzanne, and Plunder has done a video back. It's been, I want to say, probably 3 or 4 months ago, where somebody made the statement. She did. I don't know what she was talking about. Somebody said that there had been an arrest in that case. And I don't know who she was referring to or what. I don't know.
Hey, Maddie wants to know what happened with the 34 arrests in California for trafficking on the news yesterday. Anyone know?
I did not see that.
I didn't see an arrest for 34 people. Yesterday?
You know.
I saw one last week, but that wasn't in California, was it?
Hey, Kay, I'll have to stop. I'll have to send you that after I get off here tonight because I can't do it. For whatever reason, the software won't let me do it without taking me. I'm afraid I'll get knocked off completely.
Minnesota, 25 to 35 below today. Yeah, we're not coming up there anytime soon.
No.
Yeah, Melinda, that's right. It was in Bakersfield last week.
Yeah, but you know what that was, and I want to tell you about how that runs. They said it didn't have anything to do with those Cali City kids. They had some sex workers, because I get in trouble if I say the other name for them, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. They were arrested for prostitution. These guys were, and they were arrested for running sex workers in a location. So what they considered that to be is human trafficking. Now, I don't know if, and it is human trafficking, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I know they did arrest some people for kitty porn too, and they had that on the news too in that area. But I don't know. The more we get talking about that Cali kids, I think the more I see out there, the greater chance that they're buried somewhere. I can't imagine. I don't know. It's a heartache situation. It really is.
Melinda said Echo Floyd case is moving finally, not due to the sheriff, Knox PD, or Benton County officials, to include MSGP lead investigators.
Wow. Okay.
It's all happening is in Chicago at 8 degrees.
That's too cold for me.
Northwest Metro Atlanta is 45 degrees.
I don't know what we are. We're about that. It's chilly. I think once this the Morphew case, it comes down with the DA getting on board to push things forward. The longer they wait, the harder it is to be prosecuted. Although you see every day about somebody being prosecuted for like a 3 or 4 or 5-year-old murder. So,
Doe Patrol, I'm sorry that you had basement flooding. In Seattle. I went to Seattle once for 5 days, the most beautiful city, and it did not rain a drop, and it was in the 70s. I walked all over downtown Seattle. In fact, I called my husband and said, I would love to get lost in Seattle if I ever wanted to get lost. But that was before the writing. So I wouldn't do it now.
Yeah, I would never want to be in Chicago this time of year just because it's cold and windy. But anyway, I apologize for not having as much stuff on this case of Williams, but really there's just not much out there. I mean, and the other girl missing from Hawaii sounds like you might have went swimming, but she had fins in her hand. I would think, there's a chance she went into the water.
But somebody knows something about
the Williams case, yeah, because
somebody knows something.
Well, whoever she went and saw, I would say that'd be not my number one. Unless it was a female, which they know maybe there's another person there.
I agree, Lake Superior Girl. I think there's a conflict of interest with Barry being a fireman and the sheriff department investigating. I think they should have brought in.
Well, he's a volunteer fireman, though.
It don't matter. Police and firemen.
I think that the FBI is involved. I just don't know how much the FBI. CBI is the one that they ought to turn it over to in that case, Colorado Bureau of Investigation. But, we go back to her. We always start the program with her picture and make sure everybody understands that we still are following this case. And I know some people that would like her to be forgotten, I'm sure. they would like for her to be forgotten, but we're not going to forget her. Um,
Oh yeah, Carrie Mae Parker car was found. She's been missing for 30 years. I did see that, and I meant to
What?
bring it to your attention.
where was her car found?
I think it was found in a lake. Or
Was it Adventures with Purpose? Did they do it? Or there's about 4 or 5 groups now that do the same thing. There's one that has been brought up by them. Was
Yeah.
it them or what?
Lori's in Texas. I don't know who it was. I'll have to go back and look. Let me see if I
Is
can
in
look.
Texas?
No, Lori's in Texas.
Oh.
I asked them where they were from because I don't have a great memory, and I have not had my B12 shot in the past 3 or 4 weeks. But anyway, so if I ask y'all where you're from, don't think I'm crazy. Okay, Carrie Mae Parker.
Well, he's talking about Echo. I think that whole land up there is a meth. I mean, there's meth's pretty big up there. And you have to understand about methamphetamine. Back when meth first got here, it was a kind of a homemade drug. But now meth has gotten so cheap because they can get it across the border. They run at super labs in Atlanta, places like that, that Mexican meth is a lot more potent, and it is cheaper to buy it than it is to make it. What it turns out to, since they started tracking pseudoephedrine at the
she was found by a group that that's out. They're doing research on it.
Hunt County theft records confirmed the pieces of the 1980 Buick Skylark belonging to Carrie Parker was recovered from a lake in Tawakoni. Earlier Thursday, Parker had been missing since 1991. The vehicle reported recovered from the lake by a private search and recovery group was that they were there investigating cold cases. Now, I wonder if that is. They're not saying who the recovery group is, and maybe somebody would go over to Adventures with a Purpose and see if they had anything to do with this. I don't know. Y'all can go check with that. I don't. If they did, possibly, or maybe somebody else did. But if I'm you know what I mean. Oh, it was them. Great. I'm glad that they're doing that. I'm glad that other people are doing that now too.
Because it's bringing closure.
It is bringing closure now, even though she wasn't in the vehicle, or was she? Was she in the vehicle?
No, but
then it could be. It could be that her bones have been scattered or whatever. She might have came out of the vehicle when when she went in the water even. But I'm glad at least they found her car. They are now Sam the Adventure Man's channel.
The door was open in the car, so
well, she could have floated out. Huh?
Update: the body was found.
You mean bones?
Confirmed by Andrea something.
Well, at least that brings some closure to it.
Maddie just found her daughter, but now, Maddie, your daughter was not deceased, correct? She just had gone off the deep end for a while.
Hold on a minute.
I don't think she. He's having a hard time reading.
Yeah.
It's too small. Okay. Maddie, yes, that's what I thought. That I was thinking that your daughter was alive. Has she come home yet, or are you still praying for that? And while I'm waiting on Maddie to answer me, I want y'all to know that Ralph is still in the hospital. Denise is being able to spend time with him. They have given him blood thinner for his AFib in his heart, but it's causing him to bleed in his bladder. And so he's bleeding out because of the blood thinner, but he has to have the blood thinner for AFib. So they're trying to figure out how to work this out. He's going to have to go to rehab to be able to walk and all that kind of stuff because he's been laid up so long. They did tell Denise that when he goes to rehab, she'll have to look at him through a window from outside, that she will not be able to be in the room. But like I told her daughter, this nurse at the place he's at right now said there was no way Denise was going to be able to go in there, and she is in there with him. So y'all just pray that first that the doctors are able to figure out what in the world they need to do for him with this medication in his heart, and then also for Denise to be able to be with him. I appreciate it, and so does she.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
AWP's trailer caught on fire.
Adventures with a Purpose.
Yeah, their trailer caught on fire.
They were in a motor home, a small motor home. They were pulling a trailer too.
She said the son was 6 years old at the time and had put a surfing sticker on the door, and it was still on the door when it was recovered.
Wow. I'm wondering if it was an accident now that she disappeared. She went off into the water, I don't know.
Thank you, Maddie. And yes, prayer does work. I stand amazed at what God can do. And all he wants is for us to have a relationship with him. And I hope some of you have checked out the YouTube channel Love Israel. I'm doing Hebrews right now. Go to YouTube and type in Love Israel and just study any book of the Bible that he's got up there. And there's a lot of them.
Yeah, those guys with Adventure with a Purpose, or whatever they call their channel now, they do a great thing. They started out trying to take cars and stuff out of the water, cleaning up the environment basically, and then they got into bringing closure, and their channel exploded. It's almost 1 million subs right now. So hats off to them. I've tried to contact them on a couple of things, but they must get a tremendous amount of emails. Our channel here, we're 30 people away from crossing over 5,000, but we're stuck. It's like we're stuck. But we will get there.
Melinda, we're not going to start without you. We're going to wait probably until around March when the produce starts coming in for our juice fast. In fact, I don't think you were here last night. Next Wednesday, we're going to talk about the missing, and then the last half, Tommy's going to go in the kitchen and we're going to talk about juicing, and I'm going to show y'all how to juice.
Beachon says she sent you an email.
T.S. Jackson, 72, needs prayer. Her 2 cousins are in the hospital. We will pray for them.
Absolutely. I'm not a thrilled person about doing the juice fast, but I promised. And
that's right.
So I'm going to
We got a thumbs down.
Huh?
We got a thumbs down.
Oh, well.
Makes me sad.
I'm probably about something to do with prayer.
Ugh.
But that's all right. Thumbs down, thumbs up. We can deal with it.
Thumbs help.
Thumbs either way. Either way.
Thumbs
It's
help.
all interactive, and that's what they like at the YouTube gigantic person that runs it. Well, the juice thing is good. It just does not. It does not. It's not as good as some stuff for me. I mean, I'm just not a juice person. Dana could do a juice thing 24/7, I believe.
No, but next Wednesday night I will show you how what we juice and how to juice and how easy it is to clean up. And for those of you that don't know, Tommy and I, he promised, are going to go on a 21-day juice fast.
But you haven't done your part yet.
Oh.
But we can't now because that was the thing.
That's your fault. So anyway, you still can't. You cannot not do it. So anyway, we're going to do a 21-day juice fast. And as long as you don't put anything in your mouth to chew, you will not be hungry after the 3rd day. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true.
You are right, Melinda. You are exactly right. The deal was that she'd go out and look at a truck with me that I would do the juice fast, but our agreement was if we bought another RV, we wouldn't buy a truck. So I lost both ways. I lost it no matter what. Now she won't go look for the truck because we made the agreement if we bought the RV, we wouldn't buy a truck. So now
we're going to continue to drive our 11-year-old Jeep.
Yeah, we have
you have
Jeep.
To figure out where the money goes. 11-year-old Jeep, 7-year-old RV. We're good.
Yeah, we're okay.
Yes, Melinda, it does detox your body big time. And
a lot of different ways.
I felt like I was 21 years old again. I love it.
I did not feel that young. In fact, the thing with me is it causes me to have a headache if I don't eat a solid food.
I'm not a manipulator. He's the one that he wanted me to go look at a truck. And I wanted him to do a juice fast. So I can't help it if he lost.
What it says, I'd like to thank all of you that prayed for my son and a girlfriend, her family after the death of her father. They left the funeral Wednesday to get back before a blizzard. Wow. Well, I'm going to tell you.
It's okay, Lori. I knew you were kidding.
Yeah.
That was not a malicious manipulator.
No, I'm going to attempt it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to attempt it.
Well, see, they're going to hold you accountable. This group is going to hold you accountable every Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night. They're going to say, Tommy, have you had anything to eat?
Well, yes. My only problem, I'll tell you, I said this last time. The only problem is in the mornings, I have this one of my pills, just one. You got to take it with some food. If you don't, I get sick and I feel bad all day. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't know. All right, look, we've wasted y'all's time enough with all this stuff. We are sorry that we did not have a lot to talk about today, but I wanted to get all of it in there because of our internet's not great.
They understand. Juice equals food. And drink more water. You won't get a headache. And drink more carrots. Your eyesight. See, y'all are so good. I have got an army behind me to help me help you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this army.
Okay.
Y'all are great.
Okay.
I've got an army of how many? 4,970. Woo! Thank y'all.
All right, kids. We're going to let you go a little early tonight. Unless I want to turn this thing around and let Dina talk to y'all about juicing.
No, not tonight. I want to do it with stuff.
Yes, but fasting in private. I understand that. Fasting in private.
Yeah. No, this is not a fasting for. I mean, we will get closer to God. That's not this is a fasting for health. But
Okay.
during that time, we will fast and talk to God. Rowan is here. Where's
Yeah,
Rowan?
I might be praying that God would end this juice fast. What I might be praying.
Promise. It's gonna be fun.
Hi, Rowan.
You're gonna do great.
Rowan.
Uh-oh, let's eat. I saw you, Cecil. I gotta go, y'all. My
That's
brother,
our brother just said, let's eat.
my brother wants me to come make homemade biscuits for him. I made the sausage and I got potatoes and onions ready to cook. I made him a strawberry cake, but he wants some homemade biscuits and gravy. So we're having breakfast for supper.
All right.
We
love every one of y'all, and we thank you for coming tonight. Ooh. I know it's a halo over my head.
He's a good guy. We'll keep him, right? Okay, I'll see you at Dad's.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we will see y'all on Tuesday. I don't think it's going to snow us in or anything up here, but if y'all could get me 30 more people to put us 31 to put us over the 5,000, that would make my day. But if not, then we'll go on like we are. But God bless every one of y'all. We're praying for you. We love you. We really do. And if you could go check out my other channel, that'd be great too. And we will see you on Tuesday. Love y'all.
Look at this. She has got up behind me on the chair. Inside voice. Inside voice. Stop. Ouch. Maggie, I can't even get you. I don't know how to get you down. I got to turn this off and do it again.